This is Sean Troxel with Troxel Services, and today you're going to watch a review on the Hustler Raptor SD 54-inch, 60-inch. This will probably be one of the best reviews you'll see on this mower. We have several hundred hours on each of them. We have the 2019 model, the 2020 model, we have the 60-inch model. Stay tuned and you'll see what this product is made of. Hustler Raptor SD 54-inch. This is a little bit higher than the base model. That's the SD for the Super Duty. And this is, we've got three of them. We've got the 2019, we've got two 2019s, or two 2020s rather, and one 2019. We have one 60-inch and two 54 inches. We use these a lot, all throughout the year. We use them for mulching leaves, cutting grass, cutting high grass, everything. So I wanted to do a review for you so you can kind of understand how this product works if you use it a lot. One of the things that I really like about it is the price point. These are price pointed about $4,000 to $4,500. And so we can buy several of them or scale up as many as we need. It's hard to find the larger wheels on a mower that's less than $6,000 or $7,000. These wheels right here on all of these models are 13 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide. These are beefy front tires that really help you to make sure you're not going to mess up the frame and you can go over gopher holes or things like that. If we take a look at the back tires as well, these are also beefy. These are 12 inches wide by 20 inches. 12 inches wide by 20 inches. I really like this so our team is safer on hills. Again, you never want to go on hills that are too steep, but I wanted to make sure that we had a mower that wasn't going to have skinny tires that it was going to tip over easily. Also, it creates less ruts in the customer's yard. This mower weighs in at about 600 to 650 pounds. Compare that to some commercial models that are up around 1,000 or more. Now you're talking about additional safety issues, additional difficulty, possibly putting ruts in the customer's yard. So those are just some things I really like about the Hustler. Take a look at these engines. It can come with the Kohler engine. We have the models with the Kawasaki engines, been great. This particular model right here is the 2019. This is the first one we bought. It has 338 hours on it at this point. Let me just pause and say this really quick. This is very important. If you're looking for a mower that you can't destroy and you just want one mower and you want to spend the money, $9,000, $10,000, I get it. Go get an Exmart, a Gravely, or a Skag. But if you're wanting a mower where you can buy 5, 6, 7 of them, use them correctly, use them carefully, this is a great option, the Hustler Raptor SD. Certainly built for residential, maybe light commercial. We certainly use them a good bit and overall are pleased. There is no meter, like a digital meter on the gas tank that you can see, so you do have to kind of look at this tank. It's not ideal, but you just get used to functioning that way. Before you get started, you fill up your tank as much as possible and you try to look at this as best you can. It's hard to see in certain light, of course. We have also replaced the oil on all of these. The maintenance cycle is very simple. When you first buy the Hustler Raptor SD, after about 10 hours, change out the oil. And then at the 100-hour mark, change out both the oil and the oil filter. It is not a hard process. And then the next 100 hours rather, just change out the oil. And then at the 300-hour mark, you do the oil filter and the oil. So you keep alternating like that. It's a very easy process to change out the oil. We've not had any issues on it. So I've said a lot of good things about the Hustler Raptor SD. Let me talk about a few of the challenges.
Yeah, so before we talk about the challenges, I just want to take a moment and say at the release of this video, it's November. We took most of the footage back in May. So here we are at the end of the season, and we have over 500 hours now on one of these mowers, close to 500 on the other one, and several hundred hours on the third one. Still very pleased. We've had to change out a few items. Everything we've been able to do in-house. We are not super mechanical, we're just average, but we've been able to change out brackets, the drive belt when necessary. Everything I feel comfortable that we're going to be able to maintain these mowers long term. Still very pleased with them. Let's get back to the rest of the review.
Let's talk about some of the challenges that we have had with the Hustler Raptor SD. Many of you know there is an issue out there with the brackets that hold the transmission. And we have had to replace those on 2 of the 3 that we have here. It is under warranty, or if you have someone do it, it's a couple $100. That's probably the worst thing about these mowers, is having to change out those brackets. Now, it doesn't mean that they're always going to go out, but after a couple $100 hours and some medium to heavy use, those brackets are going to go out. On this particular model of mower, you don't have a roll bar, so safety is key. You know, be careful with these. They have the wider tires, so that's nice, but at the same time, they don't have the roll bar, so you are giving that up, which that can handy at certain sites. So a couple other things. I don't want to say that these are negatives, but this is just something we found we have to do on these mowers often, which is if you come over here and see these deck covers, you can take them off just with a regular socket, and these deck covers have to come off. I would say every 5 hours of usage, 8 hours of usage, depending upon the property you're on. Clean out under those deck covers. Make sure you're cleaning around the spindles. Get grass debris out of there. Also, it's very common for us in the field to just have to clean out under this deck. I know that's something every mower needs, but you know, these aren't the commercial $8,000, $9,000 mowers where you can get a bunch of grass underneath there and then the engine's just going to push through. And again, I don't think that's healthy even on those mowers. Basically, if you don't clean out under the deck often, it puts more wear and tear on the deck belt, on the engine itself, and you don't get a good cut. So I know on this mower, you're definitely going to want to do that.
There's a lot of wind messing with the sound at the end of that recording, but just here in November, want to just recap a couple of those things I just said related to the challenges. So I talked about the brackets being replaced. We ended up doing the 3rd set of brackets ourselves. And so again, we were able to do that in-house. I did have the shop take care of the first set, but then we just realized we can do them ourselves. So that means really everything on these mowers we've been able to handle ourselves. As far as cleaning out under the deck, I mean, obviously that's something you would do on all mowers for multiple reasons and do that often. I just think that on this particular model, because it's not the heaviest engine and the heaviest commercial mower you can buy, you just have to do that more often to keep the longevity of this mower intact. We want to run these mowers to at least 1,000 hours. And because we're scaling up to 10, 15 crews in this particular region, we're at 3 to 4 crews at the end of the season, wanting to scale up from there. We needed to pick a mower that wasn't going to cost $10,000 a piece, but get the job done. So if you take care of these Hustler Raptors correctly, this will get the job done, and you'll be able to buy 15 of them for the price of, you know, 6 or 7 commercial mowers, and you'll be able to cover more customers and cover more ground and grow your business faster.
Thank you for watching our review of the Hustler Raptor SD. Please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Our goal is to put out quality content that is also informative. We're not going to inundate you with videos every hour or every day, but we're going to put out quality content. Take advantage of that by subscribing, and also check out this video as well for more great content right over here. Hope you have a great day.